Hello, 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 hello to you, my virtual family. Hop in the room. Come on in the room. Welcome to my virtual space. If you are new here, go ahead and hit the follow button. Let's connect. Let's connect. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hey, Justo. Hello to you. Hi, Gerard. How are you? Hello, Las Vegas. How are you? Thank you all for hopping in the room. Come on in. Hey, Rosa. How are you? Hello, OG. Good evening to you all. This is not my usual time to live stream, but I said, let me hop on here. Let's talk about how to live your dream life. Let's talk about that. For those of you who are new to me, I am a productivity coach. My name is Anika V. Brown, and I am here tonight, this evening, to help y'all take control of your life, break through procrastination, and step boldly into your dream life. Hello, Soul Awakening. Hello to you. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Nisi. Hello, Angela. Hello, Sev. Go ahead and hit the follow button if you're new here, so you will get the notification whenever I go live. So come on in the room. Again, for those of you who just hopped in the room, I'm Anika V. Brown. Thank you so much for stopping by my virtual space. And again, I am here to help you take control of your life, break through procrastination, and step boldly into your dream life. So let's talk about dream life. Let's talk about that. I'm just going to go right in. Let's talk about dream life. What does it look like for you? What does your dream life looks like for you? Does your dream life includes you being in real estate? Does your dream life include you being a public speaker, right? Maybe that's your dream life. Where do you want a vacation in your dream life? What level of education do you want to have? So let's talk about it. What does your dream life look like? Let me know. Drop one thing in the chat that is a part of your dream life. Drop one thing. Is there an educational goal that you need to hit? Maybe it's a business goal that you want to hit, a financial goal that you want to hit. Hi, Babs. How are you? Hello. Sheila, thank you so much for stopping by. So go ahead and drop in the chat one thing or one detailed part of your dream life. What does it look like? Education, finances, owning a business. Maybe you're in ministry, right? Maybe that's a part of your dream life. Let me know. Hello, Barbara. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're talking about how to get to your dream life. And yes, you can do it in 12 months. Yes, you can. Yes, if you get focused and get disciplined, and I'm going to talk a little bit about self-discipline. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Live abroad. Oh, I like that. Hi, Mary. Hi, Marla. When you say live abroad, what country? What country, Sev? What country would you like to live in? Let's talk about it. I'm originally from Jamaica, but I live in the U.S. right now. So I like that goal. South Korea. Oh, nice. I'm retired, always wanted to be a gospel singer. Listen, it's never too late. It's never too late. So, Sev, what plan do you have in place right now that would get you to the place where you can actually live in South Korea? Do you have any plans in place right now? And Rosa, I like that. I like that. It's never too late for you. You should think about showing your talents, right? Do you sing at church? Do you sing when there are concerts? It's never too late. So I think you can definitely still do that. Hi, Laura. Sev, do you have a plan to go to university? Okay. All right. I like that. I like that, Sev. I like that. So let's talk a little bit about plan strategies. Let's talk about self-discipline. And I will share with you all that I remember now my dream life has shifted, but I'm going to share where I've come. Why? Sing every Sunday at church. I'm on the praise team. Oh, I love that. Awesome. So that is always a good way for you to exercise your gifts. But consider branching out now if you're able to do that. Like if your leader allows you to do that. I don't know what the rule is in every house. So if it is okay with your leader, or if it's a case where you have to ask for permission, right? Do that and see if you can branch out, maybe minister at some other churches when there's like a concert or something going on in your area. You could do that. You can even volunteer. You just got to get your voice out so the person that is looking for your gift can find you. Hi, Latoya. Thank you so much for hopping in the room. So we're talking about dream life. We're talking about dream life. Now, how far along are you, Sev, with going to university? How far along are you? So for those of you who are just hopping on, we're talking about how to live the dream life in 12 months. And really my focus area tonight that I want to talk about is self-discipline. And as I was about to share with you all that, I remember days when I dreamt about having a higher education because I dropped out of school in the 7th grade. Then I dropped out of school again in the 8th grade. So I thought to myself back in the days that, man, I don't know how my educational life is going to turn out. I'm not sure. Like I had big dreams. I wanted to have higher education. I remember days when I dreamt about owning a home because I had days when I slept on the floor in Brooklyn, New York, right? I was living in the projects. I was sleeping on the floor, the cold floor. I mean, the height of winter, sleeping on the cold floor in the projects in Brooklyn, New York. And I would dream about owning my own home. If I'm accepted when admission open, I will be there this year. Awesome. I'm praying for you. I'm praying that you get in. I'm praying that you get accepted. My daughter just started getting all her acceptance letters. And 2 days ago, I think she got her first full ride. She's going for nursing. So she got her first full ride scholarship, but she's waiting to get more acceptance letters so she can decide what school to go to. Thanks. So as I was sharing, we're talking about the dream life. I remember days when I dreamt about getting higher education. I remember days when I dreamt about owning my own home, right? I was dreaming about owning a home. I remember days when I was dreaming about speaking on an international level because I had such a strong story, a strong background that I knew that I needed to say something or share my story on some level. So I would dream about speaking on an international level. I remember dreaming about, or even saying, I remember saying to a coworker of mine, I can't wait for the days when I make 6 figures. Like, I want to make 6 figures. Like, I would be really comfortable in that bracket, that income bracket. So I want to get to that 6 figure. I remember dreaming about days when I would have the type of mindset of a uber successful woman and the woman that would be sitting in the corner office. I remember dreaming about things like that. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Kelechi. I'm sorry if I messed your name up. How are you? I remember dreaming about those things. Like those were elements of my dream life back in the days. And now I am living out all of these things that I dreamt about, right? So you could say I am living in my dream life now. But the thing about life is the more that you accomplish, like your dreams change, your goals change. So all of those things that I was dreaming about, like I'm living in all of that right now. I have higher education, even though I dropped out of school in the 7th grade and the 8th grade, I have a high level of education, right? I own my own home, right? I was able to purchase my own home. I am a speaker on an international level. I am a global leader and I make 6 figures. So all of those elements of my dream life actually came through. So now I spend my time teaching my mentees the very same system that I used in all of these cases to make all these things a reality in my life. I'm now teaching them to my mentees, right? I'm teaching the system to them that they could use to make their dream life a reality. Now, thank you all for those of you who shared elements of what your dream life looked like. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now, let's talk a little bit about self-discipline. Let's talk a little bit about self-discipline, right? If you're tired of setting goals but struggling to follow through, we're going to talk about self-discipline, how to build it, how to maintain it, and how to stick to the commitments that you make, right? Because all of that was important for me to now be living in what I dreamt about having, what I dreamt about owning, right? All of this was necessary. Building self-discipline, maintaining self-discipline, right? Because you can't just get up and say, okay, these 3 days, I'm going to get up every day and I'm going to write my book. It has to continue. So you got to maintain your self-discipline. You got to stay committed to the process because it is a process, right? It is a process. So the first step in developing self-discipline so that you can live out your dream life is that you have to get clear, get some clarity, define your why. Self-discipline starts with you knowing your why you're doing something, why you want something. You have to know your why, right? Why did I want to own a home? Yes, you want to own a home to live in it, but beyond living in it, you want to build legacy, right? You want to build legacy. Right now, my home is worth 3 times what I paid for it, right? And it could be passed down to my kids, right? So you want to build legacy. You got to be clear on your why. When your why is clear, your discipline becomes stronger, much stronger. So you got to ask yourself, why do I want to achieve this goal? Why is this goal a part of my dream life? You want to ask yourself that. And what's at stake if I don't follow through? If I did not purchase my home, and at the time when I purchased my home, my kids were getting ready to move to the U.S. because I had 3 kids. I had to leave them behind in Jamaica so that I could come to this country and set up a life that they could come into and be comfortable. So my kids were getting ready to move to America. So what was at stake? If I didn't get myself together, if I didn't get disciplined, if I didn't work to get that down payment, if I didn't go see the mortgage company, if I didn't get my credit together, right? If I didn't manage my money well, my kids wouldn't have had a comfortable house to move into when they move to the States, right? So what's at stake if you don't follow through on this goal that you want to accomplish? What's at stake? You got to think about that. So you need to know why you want the goal that is a part of your dream life, right? And there has to be something at stake, and you got to identify like what is the bad thing or the bad result that will come from it if I don't follow through, if I'm not disciplined. What is the bad thing that could happen? And I'm sharing with you all, I used to dream about owning a home, right? And then I got to the point where my kids were getting ready to move to the state. So I definitely had to purchase a home. I had to purchase a home, and not just for my kids to live in, but I wanted to build legacy. I wanted to build legacy. Now I am almost in 10 years of owning my home, and it's worth 3 times what I paid for it. So that's building legacy. So you got to be clear on your why. Why do you want this dream life? Why do you want this element? Because your dream life comes with elements. Why do you want this portion of it? Why is it important to you? And if you don't accomplish it, hi T. And if you don't accomplish it, what's at stake? Right? The comfort of my kids was at stake, and the legacy that I wanted to build so I could have something to pass down to them, right? All of that was at stake if I didn't get disciplined. So you got to get clear, very clear on why you want this portion of the dream life and what's at stake. All right? I hope this is making sense. Thank you so much for the hearts. So write down your why and keep it visible. Put it on your phone, put it on your mirror or on your desk. Like my why for my dream life moving forward. Remember, I met all those goals that I was dreaming about. So now I'm living in the dream life that I wanted some years ago. And I told you that as you grow, things are going to change. So now my dream life for the future has shifted a little. So I have my why written down on sticky notes. I told y'all the last time I saw y'all to get some sticky notes. I have that on my mirror. I have my why in my phone. So you got to know your why and keep it visible. All right. And another thing to note is if your goals are vague or if they are someone else's expectations of you, you won't have the drive to commit to it because it's not your goal. It's someone else expecting that of you, right? So it cannot be vague. I can't say, or I couldn't have said, you know what? I think I want a house, or I think I want to start a business. No, I was very clear. I want to start a business. This is the business that I want to get into, right? These are the people that I want to serve. These are the gifts and the skills that I have that I can turn into a business. So you got to be clear there as well. Do not have vague goals. And if you don't know how to set goals, join my mentorship. There is a specific lesson on goal setting mastery. If you don't know how to set goals, because that's important for your dream life. If you don't know how to set realistic goals, it's going to be very hard for you to get where you're trying to go. All right. So if your goals are vague or if they are someone else's expectation of you, you won't have the drive to stay committed to it. So you want to make sure you are going after this goal because it is what you want to do. It's what you want to do and not what someone else is pushing you to do. All right? Make sure that it's something that you want to do. Now, the next step in becoming more disciplined, right, is you need to master your mindset. You have to. It's a difficult thing because we get to a certain point in our life where our mindset is not where it needs to be, but that didn't happen overnight. That took time. It took time to develop into what it is right now, but you have to take the time that is needed to shift your mindset, right? Your brain is wired to seek comfort, but remember that success lies outside your comfort zone. Your dream life is outside of your comfort zone. So you can't want bigger and want better and want more, but still remain in that same mindset, in that same comfort area, right? Your dream life is outside of your comfort zone. I want you to settle with that in your spirit, right? So you got to master your mindset and develop or adopt the mindset that says, I am disciplined and I'm going to stick to these goals, right? I am disciplined. I am going to stick to these goals because it's important to my future. It's important to the dream life that I want to live, that I desire, and that you deserve. I say that all the time and I truly mean it. Like anything that is on your heart, any goal that you desire to accomplish, you deserve it. Hi, Cece. Hi, Nadine. Hi, Betty. Whatever is on your heart, that goal that you want so desperately to achieve, you deserve it. You deserve the life that is on the other side of you accomplishing the goals that you wrote down on January 1 or December, right? You deserve it. You do. So now you just have to rewire your mindset or rewire the brain cells that are telling you to stay in your comfort zone, that is telling you to hide, stay hiding. No, you got to shift that. Shift your mindset and adopt the mindset that says, I am disciplined and I'm going to stick to these goals because I really want this dream life. I want everything that comes with it. And I deserve everything that comes with this dream life. Whatever your dream life looks like, right? Whatever your dream life looks like. I shared, for those of you who are just hopping on, I shared that some years ago, I dreamt about owning my own home. That was a part of my dream life. I dreamt about being a six-figure earner. That was a part of my dream life, right? I dreamt about speaking on an international level. I dreamt about all of that. And now I'm living it, but I had to be disciplined. I had to shift my mindset, right? I had to change from who I was back then so that I can walk fully into who I am today, right? And I can live out this dream life, right? So you're going to have to shift your mindset, get out of the comfort zone. Your dream life is outside of your comfort zone. So you got to get out there. Take calculated risks. As I talk about in my morning devotional some days ago, that you got to take calculated risk. Know what you want, do the proper research, and decide, is this a good risk for me to take for me to get to this goal, right? Take calculated risks. It's okay. Your dream life lies outside of your comfort zone. Now, along with adopting a mindset that says you're disciplined, along with that, you need to develop a mindset that is able to reframe struggles. This is so important for you to get to that dream life. You have to develop the mindset that is able to reframe struggles. Time out for you saying, or asking, why is this happening to me? Why are things always happening to me? Every time I decide that I want to move forward, every time I decide that I want to go higher, something always happens. Why is this happening to me? If you find yourself asking that question, I want you to reframe it. This is how you're going to get to your dream life now. I want you to reframe it. Don't ask why it's happening to you. Ask, what can I learn from this? What is this trying to teach me? Right? I know it's a difficult thing, but if you want that dream life, you got to be able to do this right here. You got to be able to do this right here. And the thing about life is you will learn this in one season and you get through what it is that you're going through. Then another season will come around and you will forget that, hey, I need to reframe this, but I want you to keep it in mind. I'm telling you, like the last 3 months, this thing has helped me to really grow up even more, mature even more, right? It has helped me to build my self-confidence even more because there were some things happening that I really didn't understand. Like, why is this happening? But I had to take a step back, and instead of me thinking, why is this happening to me? I had to reframe that and say, now what can I learn about this? And I learned so much about myself, right? I learned that again, and this is a learning again, because I knew it before, but sometimes life can happen in a way that we forget the lessons that we learn. And what happened to me was that I snapped out of whatever I was into, and I was like, listen, you can't change that situation, but you can change you. You can change how you choose to respond to it, right? So reframing the struggle. I can't change that situation. I can't change that person. So I have to look at, how can I change me? How can I grow from this? So a part of getting to your dream life is that you have to develop the mindset that is able to reframe your struggles. Don't ask, why is it happening to you? But ask, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this situation right here? Right? What lessons can I pull from it? Right? How can I get stronger because of this thing that is happening to me right now? Right? So you got to develop a mindset that is able to reframe your struggles, right? And you want to avoid negative self-talk. You want to avoid negative viewpoints, right? So instead of seeing how bad the situation is, see how resilient you are in it. See how resilient you can be even in this situation. All right? So we're hasting along. So the second step is that you need to master your mindset. Get out of the comfort zone. Adopt a mindset that is able to reframe your struggles. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Tarsha. Hello, how are you? All right, step 3, you're going to create systems. Hello, Ida. You're going to create systems. If you want to get to that dream life, you need systems. You need systems. You do. So you got to create systems, not just goals. Goals are very important, extremely important. Like I said, I teach goal setting mastery in my mentorship. I teach that, and it's very important, but you need system. When my mentees go through, they are going through a whole system. They're not just learning how to set goals. They are learning a whole system that will transform their lives, transform how they get to the dream life, how they get to the destination that they're trying to get to. They learn a whole system. So you got to understand that goals give you direction, but systems create consistency. Maybe you're the one that you've set a lot of goals in the past, right? You've set a lot of goals, but you just cannot figure out how to follow through to the end. You cannot figure out how to stay in the game to the end. You need systems. You need systems, which is why my mentees learn systems. They don't just learn how to set goals. That's a part of it, but they learn an entire system. They create a blueprint. They develop the mindset for it, right? They develop the discipline to follow through, right? They develop the confidence to walk in it. So they learn an entire system when they work with me. So goals give you direction, but systems create consistency. Here's an example of a very simple system for you, a very simple system. If your goal is to write the book this year, right? You decide that this is the year that I'm going to write the book. Your system might look like writing the book for 30 minutes every morning at 7 a.m. So every morning you get up and by 7 o'clock you're writing, and you're writing for 30 minutes. So it's not picking up the phone. You're not picking up the phone. You're not having side conversations. Every morning at 7 a.m. you're up and you're writing for 30 minutes. You're also going to use an accountability partner. So a system has different parts to it, right? A system has different parts to it. So you're going to be writing at 7 a.m. You're going to use an accountability partner. And then you're going to set up a reward for yourself for completing whatever specifications you want to put in there. Say, okay, if I complete 2 chapters this week, I'm going to take myself out, or I'm going to get a massage. So you're going to set up a reward for yourself. That's an entire system. So you have scheduled time to write. You have an accountability partner that is calling you at 7:30 to make sure that you followed through on what you said you were going to do. And then you have a reward set up for when you meet the goal that you have set for yourself. That's a simple system. That's a simple system that you can have. Now, what I teach is more extensive than that. But just to give you an idea of how systems creates consistency, right? So it's not just about setting goals to get to your dream life. You need systems. Yes, you do, right? And also to help you set up systems in your life, you can grab my free accountability hack. It's in the link in my bio. You can use the link in my bio to grab the accountability hack that is in there. So that's going to help you to set up your first system that you need to implement so you can move the needle a little closer to your dream life. So it's my accountability hack. It's a free resource. It's on the link that is in my bio. If you click that link, you'll see an option that says accountability hack. You can use that to set up or implement the first system that is going to move the needle closer to you seeing and living in your dream life, right? What I'm telling you, they all work. They've worked in my life. For those of you who are just hopping on, I shared how I used to dream about owning a home, right? I used to dream about having higher education because I dropped out of the 7th grade and I dropped out again in the 8th grade. So I used to dream about having higher education. I used to dream about speaking on an international level because I had a story to tell, right? I dreamt about having a specific mindset of that uber successful woman that's sitting in the corner office, right? All of that, I'm living in that right now. I dreamt about being a 6-figure earner. All of that I'm living out right now. So the systems that I'm sharing with you or that I share with my mentees, it works. It works. I'm telling you. And you got to remember that motivation fades. Motivation fades. If you've ever been to a conference before and you get super hype at the conference, maybe it was an entire weekend, and for that entire weekend you're super hype, you come home and you're hype and you're like, I'm going to get this goal, I'm going to do this thing, right? I'm going to accomplish this, and this, right? And by the time you get to week 2, it starts to fade. It's like, okay, all right, yeah. All right, maybe I'll do it today. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. You know what? I'll get to it next week. So motivation fades, but systems sustain you. Motivation fades, but systems will sustain you and it will sustain your success. All right? It will sustain your success. So again, you can grab the accountability hack that is in my bio. The link is in my bio. You can grab that and you can implement it so you can move the needle a little bit closer to you living in your dream life. Now, here's a 4th step that you're going to take to become more disciplined. Super disciplined, because you cannot have the dream life without being disciplined. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen if you don't develop self-discipline. The 4th thing that you're going to do is remove the temptations. Removing the temptations will make success a bit easier. It will make it easier for you to get to what it is that you're aspiring to accomplish. If right now you're struggling with your social media time, remove the phone out of the room. When you know that it is time for you to focus, maybe you're writing a book. Maybe that is your goal. When it's time for you to write, you want to put the phone in another room. Put it in another room. If you know that you love this specific TV series and as soon as you get in the house, you got to turn the TV on so you can catch it, and you spend 2 to 3 hours catching up on this TV series, but you're working on your book, or you're supposed to be working on your book, you got to shut that TV down. You have to. You got to shut the TV down. So you have to remove whatever it is that is tempting you, whatever it is that is eating up at your progress. You got to get rid of it. You have to get rid of it. Anything that is eating up your progress, you have to get rid of it, right? So your action step for this is that you got to identify your distraction, anything that is derailing you from being more disciplined. You got to identify it and get rid of it. Create a plan as to how you can remove it. How am I going to stop watching this TV show? You know what? My book is a priority right now. So when I get in the house, I'm not even going to look at the TV, right? If you're like me and you have a television in your bedroom, maybe you need to take it out for a season so you can focus on writing this book, right? So you can focus on writing this book. So you got to identify the distraction, identify what is eating away at your progress, and create a plan to remove it. Create a plan to remove it. And some of us, our willpower is not that strong, so you cannot keep the distraction close to you thinking that, oh, I know how to resist it. I know how to resist this thing. You don't know how to resist it. You've tried. But instead of writing the book, you're going to turn the TV on and something good is going to catch your ears. And next thing you know, you're caught up in the storyline. And the book doesn't get written for another 6 months to a year. We're not doing that this year. So you got to remove the distraction. Get the book written, start the business, go back to school, take the course, whatever is on your list or whatever that goal is that is going to get you closer to your dream life. You got to get disciplined and get it done. So remove the distraction. That's step number 4. Remove the distraction. And step 5 is you gotta be accountable. Accountability and consequences is such an important part of your drive and your pursuit to get to the dream life, right? Here's a key thing to know. What gets measured gets managed. What gets measured gets managed. So you got to find an accountability partner. And like I said, there's a free resource for you on the link that is in my bio. It's the accountability hack. It's a free resource. So you can implement that tonight. You can implement that tonight. So you got to find an accountability partner or a coach or a mentor. If you want to sign up for my mentorship, you can do that as well. But you need someone who won't let you off the hook. And this is a system that measures progress. So anything that gets measured gets managed. So maybe you were just a little bit loose with your goals, right? You'd work on it some days, then you would drop it for 2 weeks. Then you would get back to it in 3 months, right? You were really loose with your goals. So the dream life kind of slipped away. The goals that will get you closer to the dream life just kind of slip away because you were super loose with your goal. You got to get an accountability partner or a coach or a mentor, right? But tonight you can start with the accountability hack. That's on the link that is in my bio. Just download it and start with that. That's an immediate implementation. This year, you will do the things that you desire to do, but you got to get disciplined, right? You got to get disciplined. And time is going by so fast. Can you believe that we're at the end of the month already? Like, that is crazy to me. We were just saying Happy New Year. We're at the end of the month already. So you can afford to delay and sit back and procrastinate. We're not procrastinating this year. That did not make it into 2025, right? Procrastination did not make it into 2025. You have to take action and take action promptly. Before you know it, it'll be 5 years down the road. And 5 years of not working towards your dream life sets you back tremendously. It does. Sets you back tremendously, which is why I teach on seasons in my mentorship because I want my mentees to understand that the time that you spend sitting down, nursing procrastination, opportunities are passing you by. I'm sure you've been scrolling on social media and you've seen somebody that you know get an opportunity and they're not even as qualified as you are, but they got the opportunity because what? They were disciplined, right? They were disciplined. They were out there showing what they know how to do. So they got the opportunity. You cannot sit by and nurse that procrastinating spirit. Nope, you got to get up. You got to take action. You got to take action and take action promptly. Like I said, procrastination did not make it into 2025. So don't you carry the residue of it around with you. Don't do that. All right? Don't do that. Now, did this help you at all? Did you find this helpful? So to create a sense of discipline as you go forward towards your dream life, you got to get clarity. You got to know your why. You have to master your mindset, right? You got to master your mindset. Get out of the comfort zone. Your dream life is on the outside of your comfort zone. Oh, you're very welcome. Hi, lovely D. You're welcome, Sev. You are welcome. I'm live here every single day, every morning at 6:30 a.m. I am live here, so you can join me in the morning. And I'm trying to do more live streams in the evening time. So let's see what's tomorrow. I will try to come back on tomorrow. Let me know if y'all have any questions for me. Let me know if you have any questions for me. But again, going over the steps as to how you're going to become more disciplined so you can move the needle closer to your dream life is that you're going to get clear. Know your why. You're going to master your mindset, right? You need to learn how to reframe your struggles. Things are not happening to you. They're happening for you to learn the lessons from it. And until you learn the lesson, it's going to keep happening. That's life, right? That's life. Until you learn the lesson, it's going to keep happening to you. And then you got to create systems. Goals give you direction, but systems create consistency. And then you're going to remove the temptation. Anything that is eating away at your progress, you want to get rid of it. And then you're going to implement accountability and consequences. So you got to find you a coach, a mentor, or again, what you can do is just go ahead and grab the accountability hack. It's a free resource on the link that is in my bio. You can download that and implement it tonight. You can get that done. Now, I want to further help you. If you know that this is the year that you're really going to get some things done and you're serious about moving forward and you are open to getting the help that you need, again, with a proven system that I've used in my own life, that I now teach to my mentees. If you are serious, the Action Accelerator program, which is my 4 weeks mentorship, is now open for enrollment. And this will give you the skills that you need to get to your dream life, the life that you desire. And it's also going to teach you how to maintain it. It's not about getting to the goal, but how do you maintain that life when you get there? So the Action Accelerator is my 4 weeks mentorship. But here's the thing, even after the 4 weeks are up, because you get into my exclusive private community, you still have access to me, and I will be doing live monthly sessions, live monthly Q&A sessions. So even after the 4 weeks are up, you still get access to me. All right. So if you are ready to take action, to move forward, right? The Action Accelerator is open for enrollment. It's open for enrollment. I know that building self-discipline, it sounds good in theory, as we just talked about, but execution is extremely important. And that is what I help my mentees to do. Execute, not just have a great idea, a grand idea, a big goal that is set, but you learn skills that will show you how to execute and how to maintain what you acquire after you execute, right? I know that execution is the part that most people struggle with. I know that. You know the goal that you want to accomplish, you know what your dream life looks like, but you struggle with execution. And again, the Action Accelerator is really going to help you in that area. So you're going to learn how to remove the limits off of what you want to achieve, because we're not setting goals based on our background. I told y'all I dropped out of high school. Well, in America, it's not considered high school, it's considered elementary. So I dropped out of the 7th grade. I dropped out of the 8th grade. So now having the title of Dr. Anika V. Brown, like that is some outside of the box type of goal to set, right? Some blow your mind types of goal to set. And I help my mentees to do that. Don't think about your background. Don't think about the mess ups or the mistakes that you may have made in the past. No, we're taking the limits off and we're going to dream big and we're going to go for the big goal. We're going for that goal that will leave us in awe, right? So can you imagine? I dropped out of the 7th grade, dropped out of the 8th grade, and here I am today, Dr. Anika V. Brown. And each time I dropped out of school, I had another baby to take care of, right? So I had a baby to take care of in the 7th grade. In the 8th grade, I had 2 babies to take care of. And here I am today, Dr. Anika V. Brown. So I'm living in the things that I dreamt about. And this is the same system that I teach my mentees. Take the limits off. Don't limit yourself based on your background. Do not limit yourself based on what happened to you in the past. So my program, the Action Accelerator, will help you to take the limits off so you can dream big, right? It is a fail-proof system. And you get to execute on your goals. These big, bold goals that you have, you get step-by-step frameworks on how to stay committed. Because I know you've probably set goals in the past before, but you struggled with the commitment piece of it. And it takes a certain mindset. It takes a certain mindset to stay committed, even when things are going crazy. I mean, crazy in your life. It takes a certain mindset, and I teach that. I teach you how to cultivate that in the Action Accelerator. I teach you how to cultivate that mindset and how to manage seasons, right? That lesson is called season management in the program. It's called season management. And then there's another lesson on reconditioning your mind, right? So if you know that this is the year that you really want to do some big things, some major things, but you need a system that is going to help you. You need a system that is going to help you to stay consistent, to follow through, a system that is going to help you when roadblocks occur in your life, because what we know is that life is going to happen, right? Life is going to happen. But if you learn how to manage your season and prepare for what will come or what may come, nothing can stop you. Nothing can block you, right? Nothing can block you. I'm living in all the stuff that I told you that I was dreaming about. I'm living in it right now. And that is the system that I want to, that I have set up and that I share with my mentees, and I want you to have access to it as well. And again, you do get live sessions with me monthly. Yeah. So if you are ready to take action, if you have any questions for me about this program, about my mentorship, you can always DM me. But if you're ready to make that move, ready to commit to getting to the dream life, the Action Accelerator is for you. And it's going at a very special rate right now because I want to help as many as possible. I've taken 60% off the original price of it. So I want you to get in at the introductory rate that it's at right now. I want you to get in at this rate before it goes back to the original price. I want you to get in right now. For those of you who are just hopping in, I see the new names popping up. This system, the Action Accelerator, let me tell you how powerful it is. This system I use to go from being homeless and sleeping on the floors in the projects to now owning my 5-bedroom home with no cosigner, right? No cosigner. And I'm not even from America. I was born in Jamaica. So I came here, I'm an immigrant, right? So I want you to picture it. This system took me from sleeping on the floors in a project, being homeless. There were days when I didn't know where I was going to lay my head, right? There were days when I didn't know where I was going to sleep, to now owning a 5-bedroom home with no cosigner. This very same system took me from making $10.50 to now a 6-figure earner, right? The same system that took me out of the mindset of that girl that dropped out of elementary school twice to now being a well-studied woman. All of that took discipline. It took planning. It took reconditioning my mindset, right? It took understanding seasons. It took consistency, right? And the Action Accelerator is going to help you to cultivate all of these skills, all of this. Again, this system took me from hiding in the background to now being a global leader. And if you want to see the global work that I'm doing, you can check out any of my social media pages. I'm Anika V. Brown everywhere. So you can look me up. You can see the fruits of my labor. It's all over social media. I have nothing to hide. I don't come on here and talk about what I don't know, what I don't live. I tell you what I live, right? There's always a story to back up anything that I say. I don't have time to fake it. I don't have time to just make up story. Like, it's not even worth it. I just turned 39. I don't have time to lie about stuff. Like, I don't do that. All right. So talk about dream life, living the dream life. I'm living in things that I dreamt about, and I want to share with you the system that I use to get here. The Action Accelerator is open for enrollment. Listen, as soon as you sign up, as soon as you enroll, if you enroll tonight, you get immediate access to all the sessions, immediate access to all the bonus materials that comes with the program, immediate access. So the link is in my bio for the Action Accelerator. And yeah, if you have any questions, you can always send me an email or DM me. I do respond to my DMs. If you have any questions at all, listen, getting to your dream life is going to require you investing in yourself. Please don't think that you're going to get all the information that you need to get to your dream life free of charge. That's just not going to happen. And even if you get it free of charge, it's going to take you 10, 20 years to get to that dream life. But if you have someone that is giving you a system that works, and it worked repeatedly, that is going to cut back the learning curve. It's going to cut back the time that you're going to have to take if you do it on your own, right? If you do it on your own, it's going to take you much longer. And you have been trying to do it on your own, but you haven't gotten there yet. So how about investing in yourself, investing in your future, right? To get the tools that you need, to get the information that you need. Right? The Action Accelerator open for enrollment. You can see the link in my bio. If you tap that link, it's going to take you to my digital store. You can enroll tonight and you get immediate access to all the sessions. Immediate access. You want to start working on your goals? You want to start working on your dream life tonight? As soon as you register, as soon as you enroll, you get access to all the sessions and the bonus materials. All right? If you have any questions, just DM me. I have got to go, but I believe in you. I know that you can get to your dream life. I know you can get to these big goals that you have set for this year. And the Action Accelerator is going to show you exactly how to. Again, you have access to me. I will share with you all the strategies that I use to get to where I'm at. So I'm living out my dream life right now as we speak. I'll be on tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern time for Command Your Day. So you can come on back and join me in the morning. You have a good night as well. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for your participation in the comments. Have a great night. Bye.